it's alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Yeah. Summer days, summer nights, summer nights, summer nights. And give me some of that love, some of that energy. Shed some light, shed some light, shed some light, shed some light, shed some light. That's alright. Stop where you're going, you know you've already gone too far. Just have a seat, take another example from me. Yeah.
It's alright, it's okay with the way that we play. Make you move to this music like every day. We improve and we groove and inform in the clay like the beaches of Normandy.
Storm in the bay.
The morning away as the morning turns day. And it's just you and me.
Ain't no cheese Monterey.
My feet underneath, see the seas go astray. To the flashing of light.
In the seizurous way.
To the feverish fog as it's rolling along. And I whisper to dogs like I'm
Caesar Milan.
The funniest face like I'm Nicki Minaj. I'm winning this race, but it's just a facade. Just a mirage, we're all missing our God. The Voltron we formed to a firing squad. They came for the trigger, they're laying on the side. They're killing ourselves, we're all peas of the
Stop where you're going, you know you've already gone too far.
Gone too far.
Just have a seat, take another example from me. Yeah. Summer days, summer nights, summer days, summer nights, summer night. And it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Summer days, summer nights, yeah.
There's no need to hurry, fast pacing in a worry. People scurry, so discouraged, hard to see when life is very first choice, no deterrent. I like to keep it nerdy as I'm letting out the nerdy hurt me. Who's now emerging, spurging my energy. No, I cannot let it be. Inevitably, we'll get unseen that it will end eventually. It's light turn to dark and night turn to day. I've been watching my love drift and fade away. This so-called reality has left me in the rain. Almost sparking up, I'd like to shed some light, see the rays. I feel it's time to change from shui, you rearrange. Always found me in a gut and now it strikes every frame. Float with the funk, let it groove in your veins. I'm in it for the long haul and down for the change. Be you yourself, it'll all fall into place. Cause it's alright, it's alright, babe. Stop where you're going, you know you've already gone too far. Just have a seat, take another example from me. Yeah. Summer days, summer nights, summer days, summer nights, summer night. And it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Yeah. Summer days, summer nights, yeah. I've been through it all. Black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white, black and white. It's alright. You can't stop the rivers of love that flow into the sea. No, no, you can't. When the seasons are changing, you can't escape from the sweet summer heat. It gets so hot, hot, hot. You know, summer days, summer nights. Summer days, summer nights. Hot, hot, hot. Summer days, summer nights. Hot, hot, hot.
All right, this is what's happening with Joel tonight. I'm here in Kingston, and I'm here with my buddies, N.B.M. How you guys doing?
Yeah, yeah,
Loving it. What's N.B.M. stand for?
Nothing but mental.
Mental. You know what's funny? When I first met you guys, I thought it was nothing but metal. And I was like, especially because you guys had the band behind you. I'm like,
we've had photographers tag us in photos.
Yeah,
It's nothing but metal.
Super hilarious.
Band behind.
I realized how crooked the music industry was when these producers were telling us how much they loved our metal sound on emails, and I was like,
You're not
aren't
even
a metal band.
Yeah, you didn't even listen
to my music.
My
And then you
cousin
see
Ronnie-
like they're pitching you on like $1,000 sale, and you're like,
If you listen to the lyrics and like half of it is talking about some sort of mental state or some sort of thought process that goes behind it. Right?
Yeah, I agree. That's cool.
There's always a topic or an opinion about every song we have.
For sure. Right on. Well, I'm gonna run through these guys. Go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
Yo, what's up? My name's Jack Mead, Jackie Boy, John Jack Kenneth Mead Jr. the Second,
AKA.
Fat Jack,
AKA.
Jackie Boy,
AKA.
Jack.
Yeah. I'm Corey Ead.
AKA
Edie Rock.
AKA
Low-key.
AKA
Corey.
Oh.
And I got Mr. Moxie here.
AKA
Scott Hamilton.
AKA
K Bridge, if you're going back there.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So the way N.B.M really started was with just you two, right? Like,
yeah,
for sure.
how you said that probably about.
We met in college.
We met in
and, like,
college. We were in the same program, and
He came over to my dorm room. Like we started
freestyling, and then I was like, "Hey, my
Chicks dig this.
my cousin gave me this little like program that we can like record on," and then like we just had some mixtape beats.
So you guys had like
messing around with
N.B.M
that.
was an acronym from before.
We made an
It was like
acronym.
New Blood.
We had this like we
was
had
horrible,
this
yeah.
Halloween costume one year where we were going out as like this mafia, and we called ourselves like the New Blood Mafia. So we had like these shirts made up.
N.B.M.'s
We had these shirts made up, and then like I was wearing the shirt I think the night, and you were like, "What's N.B.M?" And I was like, "Oh, that's fucking hilarious." So I told him the story, and then
New Blood Mafia, we can't
and
use
then
that.
the acronym
not
just
me.
kind of sounded cool when we were trying to. We're like, "What do we call ourselves?" And then like
We started messaging people. We had
Yeah.
Dan Steele.
yeah,
I think
Dan
Steele.
and Dean Steele.
Yeah, he was in the group
His
at the
brother.
time.
There was N.B.M started out with 4 people, and Cody Shaver was rapping at the time.
Yeah.
So technically 5 people. We were all like N.B.M, and then like you know, people just kind of drift off and do their own thing,
Yeah.
and then like Dan Steele's still a great friend of ours. We do tons of songs with him. We do shows. We work with him.
Yeah,
He's a
Dan
wicked
Steele's the
artist.
shit.
Check him out.
Woo!
And but yeah, and then his brother actually was in our band as well, and but like just life happens, and
Yeah,
people
man.
have kids, and people get married,
And it was just you and I.
people- and then it was just us, and
but
then
like, they kind of helped kind of create the name, I believe. Like,
Exactly,
That
like-
acronym kind of rolled with it, and we're just like.
and then
yeah,
we
it's
were
nothing but
working.
mental. That's what we were feeling at the time. It's nothing but mental. It's all in your head.
Yep.
It's kind of.
And
the
we were
mind
really
state of
into
things
conscious
and-
rap at the time.
Yeah,
we weren't
totally.
into clubby shit. We weren't into like we were into really underground stuff.
So and then so with that happened, you guys were I know you put out an album. I've listened to your stuff. I've seen a couple of your videos on YouTube. Go check it out with their old stuff. It's really catchy shit. But then I think I remember you.
So
guys
Jack
met
was in
Jack.
Clockwise Sound. So this
That's
probably
what
shouldn't
Clockwise
say this,
Sound was
but
rocking, yeah.
I met Jack because he came to buy weed off me one day, and
it was okay.
and before this was legal, and
I just moved to Kingston.
and he comes up to me in a parking lot, yada yada yada. We're all going to St. Lawrence.
You rap, do you?
And yeah, he tells me he's in this band and then whatnot, and we met, like we chatted over the time, and then I found
What
out.
I'm really trying to say is,
If you want to buy
got any
weed,
weed on you?
Right here, this shit right here. I got this shit right here. And but yeah, so Jack, he was in this band Clockwise Sound with like your buddy Jeff, and they're fucking dope, right? And we lucked out. They kind of slowed down, and me and Scott were kind of like looking for.
a little more.
We were
vocals,
looking
like,
for a little more melody,
we wanted some
and
chorus
we
in it.
wanted to.
So,
we,
like, a
we
Clockwise
wanted to
Sound-
open up our sound.
And then when we talked to Jack, like he opened up the chorus realm, but like this dude can also rap.
Yeah.
So
and,
we
and,
started
and the
jamming with him
ideas,
hard
the
and-
ideas with Jack just started flowing, and everything just worked out well. And we had only really done, I think it was like 3 songs, and we went to Little Chicago Studios, and
That's way out in like Smith
this
Falls. So
producer-
we're driving out like an hour and a half every day.
And this producer, he asked us, he's
Every
like, so
time I
what's
had to
like,
record.
he's like, this is an amazing sound, like I really like this, and he was like, so like, what's the dynamic of your group? And I was like, well, it's me and Scott, and like Jack coming in doing these songs, and he was like, he's not part of your band, and I was like, I want him to be part of our band, kind of deal. And me and Scott were on the same page, and he was like, if
Good.
you guys don't turn this
You know,
into
it's like
something,
a Wu-Tang thing, you know.
Yeah,
It's
like I
kinda
always say,
closer.
man. Jack's Nate Dogg. You put
Yeah,
Nate Dogg
yeah,
on Jack, and he's got those melodies. he's
but
got
he
those
can
harmonies.
rap. Nothing against Nate Dogg.
Oh yeah, man. No,
This dude's got lyrics above
And not
what
only that,
anybody
it's-
else is.
and the
I'm pretty
melodies,
sure.
you
I'm
know?
pretty sure on your first song. What was it again? What
Never
song?
Take Me Alive.
I remember you said you went in and did some key stuff, and you're playing on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You brought a whole new element.
That helped me
Yeah.
because, like, I was able to, like, I was
Everything besides drums, this guy got covered.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, boys. I was always like, I was brought up on hip hop, and like my sister used to listen to it a lot. Like, I used to like get into like the Fugees when I was like 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
And so like when I became, and like as a young kid, actually since I was so fat, I used to only fit into like the super gangster clothing. So it was like FUBU and
It was all
Bucks
FUBU, X-Go,
So like I'd show up grade 9, like
South
high
Pole.
school or whatever. Like I was already a gangster. So it was like,
I don't listen
and
to
so
music.
but I already had a hip hop background, so it's like I pretty much followed through with it, and I got into like conscious hip hop myself. Joel asked the question earlier about like to Scott, like what's the difference between hip hop and rap or whatever. Like I know this is arguable, I don't really like saying it, but there is a difference for sure.
There
But
is,
what I
definitely.
will say about hip hop is it is kind of like an evolving like conscious state of art, like artistic and creative expression that usually is like that keeps up with the times and stays current. It's usually something like that's usually helping and beneficial to the community or to the conscious minds of the people, and tries to uplift everything.
That's it. It's always...
Take it slow. The sky lights up your eyes like indigo. Your loving spins me sideways out of control. Maybe we'll start it off by hitting the slopes. A little bit of Mother Nature's antidote. Sipping bub slope side as the sun softens up the snow. Or maybe we'll be kicking it tropical. Beachside rockets and with binoculars we say whoa. But a Canadian beaver kindly guided us home. Oh, rockin' 2 6-packs, just living it up. We got a big old bag that won't zip up. And when we party until the sun comes up, when that's not fun enough, when that's not fun enough, we say whoa, bon voyage. Whoa, summertime we'll be living it up.
chewing on gold. Economy's crashing, innocence ain't lasting. Homes and bonds blasting, y'all need some passion. The man's putting it down, this pit of madness. A tsunami of sadness, Graham's life is savage. Y'all salvage, but has evaded a black. I'm gonna be ripping into his nails, guns out on this attack. Hey, no looking back, better taking up your slacks. Drop is what we lack, kicking a gear where you get passed. In a mix of life, beating and bashing, seated to be defeated, but it's clear that we're fast. So
The reason that you know that the real is your ooh, maybe I'm wrong. Yo, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there's love. Well, maybe there's love. Maybe there's happiness. The reason that you know that the real is your ooh, you never take me alive. You never take me alive. You never take me alive. Ooh, you never take me alive. You never take me alive. You never take me alive. You never take me alive.
All right, so I'm here with Scott from N.B.M. How you doing, man?
What's going on, Joel? How are you?
Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Mr. Moxie from N.B.M, aka Scott Hamilton. We've been doing lots of work. Me and Corey, me and Jack, the three of us together, and just making projects, making magic. Like, we love making music, and you know, it's been a creative process through and through. Like, each of us have done it individually, and each of us have done it like with other people. But when it comes to the synergy of three of us, it becomes like a group, and it becomes like an atmosphere.
There is definitely magic. I really like it because you got like the smooth flow, and then Corey's got like the mix up fast, and then Jack's got the harmonies and the singing.
Yeah.
And the three is really, it is magic. It's cool.
I appreciate that, man.
That's
Like,
good, man.
to bring the three together, like it's hard to compete with, you know, time, like schedules and all that shit. Like, everyone's got their own lives and whatever else, but you know, we do the best to combat that, and we come back in the studio when we can, and we try and drop some shit.
Yeah, it's all for love too, right? You know, like
That's it.
it's like you guys all have 9-to-5 jobs, and this is just after work kind of stuff, and you're just doing it because your mind's running, and you just love doing this kind of stuff, right?
That's right, man. Like,
That's really cool. I love how you guys all have your own little home studio. Like, you got quite the little thing going on here too, and this is, like, I know it takes time, money, and knowledge to learn how to run all this stuff and to get all this stuff. So
for sure.
you've obviously been at this for a little while. Like, how did you get into this kind of stuff?
Well, you know, I started seeing other guys like starting to progress their home studios, and I started getting a little bit jealous. You know, I was like,
But like, how young? Like, how old were you when you started getting into music? Like, what was your first thing?
Oh,
Did
way
you start
back when,
playing,
like-
did you start playing guitar or piano, or did you get into rap first?
no,
And
like
start
it was
rhyming?
straight rap. Like, you know, I was like a Wu-Tang aficionado.
Yeah.
And like just the Wu through and through, and I loved the flow and the group mentality of it all, and you know, I never really took it seriously. I never took anything more than just kind of like fuck around with some beats and play around. And
So then after you learning how to do a little bit of that, you actually got a keyboard and figuring how to make your own beats.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I started like purchasing some gear and like going from there. And like me and Corey met in college, and at that point I started taking it a little bit more seriously. So the more serious I took it, the more gear I bought, and kind of built, you know, the echelon that I can produce the stuff at home. Like not to the degree necessarily that we produced our first album, because we had a lot of like really high end gear there.
Yeah.
The guy spent more than $1 million on a studio. Like, I'm not doing that in my house.
Yeah, no. But the thing is if you put the time into it, and you put a
That's
little bit
right.
of money into it, you can really,
That's
if you have
right.
the proper microphones and the proper,
Yeah.
you know, the proper recording program, it's amazing what you can do.
Exactly.
Okay, so this is what's happening. We're down here in the Stirling Market, and it's the end of fall. I think there's one more left.
Yeah.
One left. But I'm here with Jess and Nate, and you guys have been organizing this the whole entire time. Is that correct?
That's it. Well, mostly her.
That's awesome. So what got you into this kind of thing?
So we hosted a mini market at our studio as like an anniversary celebration, and I was hoping it would spur somebody into organizing one, but it's one of those things, if you want something done, you got to do it yourself, right?
I understand that. I really do. That's good. So you guys have a yoga studio right up the road too. And what's that called?
Creekside Yoga.
Creekside Yoga. And what's the address of that place?
We're at 43 Mill Street.
Awesome. That's good stuff. And you guys are open pretty much all the time. You guys have a Facebook page and all that stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, Facebook, Facebook, Instagram, and we have a website that has our schedule. We're mostly in the evening, Saturday and Sunday morning right now. But yeah, there's lots of different drop-in classes as well as sessions you can sign up for.
Yeah, 7 days a week right now, so
Awesome.
check us out.
That's good. And also with the farmers market being closed, there is a Facebook page for the farmers market where we can find the local vendors that were here, correct?
Yeah, Market in the Village Stirling is where you can find us on Facebook and Instagram.
Awesome. Well, that's just a quick little tidbit, and I really appreciate you guys talking to me.
Thanks, Joel.
Thanks. All right, so this is what's happening with Joel. We're here in Kingston, and we're seeing N.B.M, and I'm here with my good friend Jack. How you doing,
You
bud?
call me fat. No, keep going. Keep it going. No, Joel, that'd be great. That's a great. No, that's a great. I thought we could keep rolling with that.
Okay, we're rolling with this. Here's my great
No, that's it.
friend, Jack.
What's up?
How you doing, Jack?
I'm doing good, Joel. How you doing,
I'm
man?
fucking awesome.
Right on.
Yeah.
So good to see you.
It was good to see you, man. So as you can see, me and Jack have been friends for a long time, and it's been nothing but good times our whole life. We both grew up in Stirling.
That's right.
Good childhood in there, eh? And
Absolutely.
lots of good times.
We blew a stop sign on our way home from raising money to send a girl to school in Belize.
Yeah. I got my car impounded for not having my license with me.
And I had to drive Joel and Anna home that night, and it was actually a great night. But yeah, that was a funny night. We blew this brand new stop sign that was never there before when we grew up. But yeah, that was funny.
Should argue that in court.
Just saving the world one stop sign at a time, right?
That's right.
That's awesome. So yeah, Jack, I'm just here to catch up with you, man. So you're in the group N.B.M,
Yes,
and you've been in a few other groups in your life too, eh? Like what other bands you got there?
that's right. So I guess actually starting off when I was younger, I was in this group called NSFJ, which actually stood for Not So Fat Jack. And that was the first time I'd lost some weight. And so anyways, that was with me, Logan Sinclair, and Kendall Beatty on drums. And we played like the Stirling Fair once, and that was about it. And then from there on to college, meeting up with Jeff McCarricker, we formed a group called Clockwise Sound. And that band actually gained some notoriety over the years. We won like Kingston K-Rock Band Slam one year, and we got our like songs showcased like on the Kingston K-Rock 105.7 radio station for a couple months there. And we got a chance to experience some showcase shows that they were featuring up in Toronto. So what we got to do was they said, all right, get your stuff. They paid for our hotels and gave us travel expense. And we went and played with like this North by Northeast festival thing that was coming through Toronto. And that was like, that was like probably that was years ago. I didn't know if I can name that year. But it was a great year for the band. And so that was Clockwise Sound. And from there, we still play the odd show here and there. We can do backyard parties if any Clockwise Sounds fans are out there. Get it fired back up. Josh Peck was the bass player in that. He's got a couple side bands. He does Tiger Uppercut, and he does some new stuff online too. I'm trying to hit that band has evolved into. Oh Jesus, it's escaping me, but look into it. So that's the history of Clockwise Sound.
Who's the drummer in that one?
The drummer was Jeff McCarricker, drummer/manager. He definitely helped set up a lot of the shows and definitely helped make that band like as popular as what we were. So it's Clockwise Sound for sure. And then Nothing But Mental happened. So Nothing But Mental is me, Corey Eade, Low-Key is his alias name, and then Scott Hamilton, which goes by Moxie. And we've had a lot of success as a hip hop band too. And so on the side from that, I also do Jack Mead. I have my own website, jackmead.ca. Go check it out, because on that website right now actually has me doing some stuff with Ricky Brandt. He's in a group called Cacao, and it's a lot of funk, psychedelic, and like kind of hip hop dancey stuff, and it's really good. Those songs are on Spotify right now, and you can also check them out on SoundCloud as well.
That's awesome, man. Yeah, you guys are like, you're really, Jack, you have this sound, and like you have a good talent of putting a guitar in your hand, and you got an amazing presence and all that shit, and like you can really draw an attention. So it's amazing what you're doing with all of it. I really love it.
Thanks, man.
So we're gonna catch up with him here in his basement and do some of his loop pedal stuff. So that'd be really cool to catch up on. Is there anything you want?
right, so we're gonna walk through here with this Jack building a little bit of a loop on his. What do you got here, Jack?
So this is the Boss RC505 loop station is what it's called. I ordered it through actually Long and McQuaid here in Kingston. They were out of stock and they sent me one. It came within about a month. They range, I think when I got it is around $900. I think they're still around like $900. It's basically a 5-track like multi-channel loop station, so you can begin to program any sort of sound. You can run MIDI into it, a 1/4 inch or XLR. There's a phantom power for microphone input. So it was originally created, I think, for like this beatbox challenge that was going on. They were like using it quite a bit, and then next thing they updated and they were able to do a lot of vocal effects and do a lot of like drums and beatboxing through like through the vocals. So if I set this up, here's like the guitar to bass thing I was doing, where I was like using my mouth to go boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom, ba-dum, boom, boom, boom. So it kind of sound like a super like bassy thing, and it's pretty cool to do with your mouth.
So what are you doing there then? So you got your microphone coming into track 1, which is here, right?
Yes. Well, basically, it's just right now it's kind of just going live, and I can choose to record it on any track I want. So I just recorded that to the Million of Us. So here it is here. And these are individual volumes. So here I can turn the bass up as loud as I want, or I can turn it down a little bit. And then I'll hit the guitar because I've already recorded this. So I can turn that down if I wanted to, turn the bass up. Turn the guitar way up. So those are your volume controls, and then obviously you can stop, start, bass, stop, start. You can edit it and stuff too. And then here's like an all stop and an all start. There's a vocal track I had previously recorded. I'll just play that. There's a million of us. Here's like some track effects. Here's like a filter option. So that's like the filter that DJs use. You hear a lot of DJs using this filter, and they just kind of turn it up slowly and bring it back to the track. Here's like a vinyl scratch thing. Still getting used to that one. That's kind of dope.
That's cool.
And then this last one I programmed is called Beat Scatter. So it takes it and chops it up in like these different patterns, and you can turn it different.
Yeah.
I can even turn it up a little bit more to faster, like.
That's awesome, man.
Then you just kind of go back and turn stuff down, get back on the track, and let play for a bit. Ready or not to become, you'll be running from us like you run from the gun. Put 'em up with no justice and money we trust. There's a million of us, 1 million strong. Divided we fall, but together we stand, and we're still standing tall. Give it up to the one that you love. Don't stop. There's a million of us.
I started off with momentum, not to mention there's a million of us strong.
No apprehension.
We'll stand tall, we'll brawl like a henchman. Locking in my lyrics for
A lifelong sentence
I record, can't afford
to ignore.
all this war in the force.
See it happening more and more.
Toward a new height, space, putting up in this life race. Overthrow corruption, so
We need to get the nice pay.
that's what I say proudly. A million of us strong,
Right beside me,
but ain't nobody
like me.
It's exciting, nice sing, giving it up to the one you love.
Sounds oh so enticing.
But you gotta find love, gotta get love, gotta give love, gotta thought I wanna get
Yeah,
love.
yeah. Ready or not, here we come. You'll be running from us like you run from the gun. Put 'em up with no justice and money we trust. There's a million of us, 1 million strong. Divided we fall, but together we stand, and we're still standing tall. Give it up
to the one that you love, don't stop. And there's a million of us.
First name in the bike, and a kamikaze pilot spinning while I'm on the pilot run. So open up your eyelids. It's not denied, you can better think it's certain. Seem where we're headed, ignorance is what you hide in. Government thriving, all for the weak-minded. Don't believe every word that they preach. When they each stacking home, we can't afford to eat. Make your troops retreat before we flood the streets. It's a million man, but we're never clearing the seats. So stay for what you believe, fully the press of the seats. I woke up feeling good, jumped right out the sheets. Sing the lyrics and read, change your mind or set you free. We're thinking and doubting and bitching, flipping and potting. Not living, we drowning and draining and founding. I painted around it, no counting, no cannon. Something around it with all of these mountains. There's nothing more astounding.
Ready or not, here we come. You'll be running from us like you run from the gun. Put 'em up. With no justice and money we trust. There's a million of us, 1 million strong. Divided we fall, but together we stand, and we're still standing tall. Give it up to the one that you love, don't stop. There's a million of us. I've got something on my chest that has always bothered me. Are you ready for lyrical lobotomy? The eyes in the crowd with the mouth that just bothered me. My lungs and my guts will always be a part of me. Needs a mental and physical exertion. Since birth I've been cursed with this crushing of mercy, taking me back to life existed on earth, and I'll explode on the mic like I'm a different person. 1 million versus me versus the world. A million on the side when someone curses your girl. You can't camouflage this like a chameleon. There's a million of us, you like a chicken in your basement. You're all cooped up. Bring justice to the streets, protest and stand up. Take that same iron fist and just flip it. 1 million strong, taking it to the limit. We'll be jumping over bridges while they're burning. The government, we're gonna overturn it. Because respect's until death, but you first gotta earn it. I'ma rule this city till this planet's deserted. And oh yeah, that's what's up. Buy me a drink and fill my cup. Give it up to the one that you love, don't stop. There's a million of us, ready or not, here we come. You'll be running from us like you run from the gun. Put 'em up, with no justice and money we trust. There's a million of us, 1 million strong. Divided we fall, but together we stand, and we're still standing tall. Give it up to the one that you love, don't stop. There's a million of us. Say oh, say oh, say oh, say oh, say oh, 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 oh. There's a million of us. Say oh, say oh, say oh, 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 oh. There's a million of us. Ready or not, here we come. You'll be running from us like you run from the gun. Put 'em up. With no justice and money we trust. There's a million of us, 1 million strong. Divided we fall, but together we stand, and we're still standing tall. Give it up to the one that you love, don't stop. What? There's a million of us. Million of us. Million of us.
That's so cool, man.
Yeah,
That's dope. So that's how that's done, eh?
Yeah.
So, and what do you got that going through? Just you literally have it going through like a little PA speaker, a little sub.
This is like a bass speaker I got off my friend Simon Hendez. Actually, he plays right now with the China Cat Riders. He's been drumming for them. He sold me this. It's actually a double stack. I kept the other one upstairs because it can be a pretty powerful bass unit. But it allows me to get more bassier sounds out of the bass, and that way I'm not blowing my guitar amps.
Yeah.
So that's what I've been choosing to use for now. And it's just fun rocking it in the basement and has that good sound. So
That's so cool, man.
yeah.
So what are you playing over there for a guitar, Jack?
This is my Takamine. I bought this. I think there's another Long and McQuaid bar here in Kingston. And I think with this in the case, I think I got it for $600. And it's pretty nice. It kind of has like a classical neck on it there, which I just use like regular kind of acoustic strings on it. I haven't trimmed those up yet because I'm always busting strings. But yeah, it's really nice. It's also, so it's semi-hollow, I guess they'd call that. And it's
Got a little pickup in it.
It's got a pickup in it, so it plugs in.
It.
It's got a preamp, that's right. And yeah, and a little tuner there.
That's good, man.
So this is good for jamming inside and for like, I can bring it around campfires, and then for plugging it into the studio or plugging it into my machine, it works perfect for that. And it's got like little EQs here and stuff like that too, like to adjust the treble and the middle and the bass and stuff too. So
that's really cool. So I'm really looking forward to touching in and all this stuff. But when you guys build beats, do you usually start like to make a new song? Do you guys like start jamming something like that to make a new song, or do you
it
usually?
depends. Like with Nothing But Mental, actually, some of our new album actually has come from like some of my guitar and making beats off the loop station. So yes, what you've heard there, like that process that you've seen, I do with different styles of music and stuff. And then what we do is we either get it over to Scott or Corey's studio and begin to record it, is one method definitely that we use. Because Corey definitely, he's into making his own beats. Scott does too. We outsource as well, but this is definitely one of the sources to where some of our...
This is the kind of the beginning of the...
We've got 2 songs for the new album from that, pretty much.
Coming right off that.
That's true.
That's cool,
All
man.
we've added is like a few different drums to it, but like all the main melody and like
That's really cool.
delay and stutter effects.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, we're incorporating the effects off the loop station and then recording it like live, which sounds pretty sweet.
It's like going in the studio and recording guitar, but you're recording your loop pedal now. It's a
Yeah,
whole new
it's
That much easier
Another
to fine
instrument.
tune it
Yeah.
too, because like coming in live off something like that, stepping it out.
It's another instrument, right? Like
It is.
Once you get the feel for it, and once you get the vibe with the knobs and the effects it can produce, then you end up recording that in a live session that you're going to incorporate into an album like you would, like you said, a guitar. Or
And it's cool to go out into public too and just hammer out, have like the loop station and a guitar, and people can respect that because it's like that's live and that's real, you know. Some rappers can just rap over top of a beat that they got an instrumental to, but if you can actually build the beat like you guys do, it's next level, and that's why you guys are doing what you're doing and still going.
Oh, thanks,
It's
Joel.
awesome, man. So cool. All right, that's what's happening. We're down here, and we're here with N.B.M, and we're going through everybody's houses and studios and checking everything out. How's it going, Corey?
Good, man.
Good, man. You want to introduce yourself? Who are you in this band?
I am Corey Eade. I go by Low Key in our band Nothing But Mental. And I'm one of the vocalists and co-writers of the group.
Awesome. That's really cool, man. So, what do you got? You got a whole bunch of cool gear going on here. So, what are we doing to build beats up? How do we start a beat usually? Like, how does that? How did I know, of course, like we were saying when we were over at Jack's house, you guys kind of start off the flop, but like, what do you have here for your gear? Like, is this a big drum pad and you can put your samples and stuff in
Yeah, so I use Native Instruments machine as just my drums. I don't actually build my beats in the machine program, but I play my drums and build my drums, and I call them knick-knack sounds, like little extra noises and stuff. And so generally I'll get like a tempo going on here with drums that I like, and I'll be thinking of like a melody. I don't play, like I can't read music, so it'll take me a really fucking long time to figure out the melody that I want, but normally I start kicking a melody and then I start building my beat. If I'm trying to figure out different break drums, I'll throw on the electric kit because it's more natural to play it down, and then I'll match all my drums with it. And or if it's a melody that I'm not capable of playing, I'll call Jack or another friend that's a musician. They'll come in and play, and yeah, pretty much there.
That's awesome.
And yeah, so
it's really cool.
Just jam out down here. And
so what you got going on here? Is this a song that you guys are working on right now?
This is a song that is pretty much complete. Scott's got to just record a part on the chorus, and this pretty much just shows you like a couple of the drum rips, different kick variations, claps and build-ups for going into the choruses. Here's a bass that Jack played out, synth that Jack played on that.
Some Things Will Never Die.
On Some Things Will Never Die, but he used the Korg through his Roland.
Yep. Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And for the womp 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 womp, and then he picked some guitar all the way out through it. And then he was playing a part on guitar, but we switched it, played it on MIDI keys, and turned it into a horn. And made it like dun dun dun, and then like kind of scotted out a little bit because we always tend to fall back on the ska sound a little bit.
It's such a fun upbeat sound, right? Like, we can't help it.
That was cool to turn the keyboards into like literally like a brass section, and like I just came, I'm like all of a sudden like I came with this huge build up, and it sounded so good, and like we're like, yep, get it in there like right away. And
like it's pretty amazing with some of the sounds that are on some of these programs, because like it legit sounds like a trumpet player came in here. And like like a brass section, trumpet, sax, and a few of them are all playing together, and like it was just played out on a MIDI keyboard. You know, so
that's awesome. That's so cool.
Eruption deep in the volcano, exploding from the heat. Lava starts pouring, flowing in the streets, spinning like a tornado, winding like a gyre, illuminated halo, burning like a tire, like an avalanche that's rolling to its own demise. A baby owl that is blind, it learns to fly. No more lies, no more cries. There will be fire in the sky. There's always fire in your eyes. Some things will never
No
die.
past, no future. Early bird in the present, getting up with the roosters. Time booster, I used to tangle with the devil, using life as a juicer. Seen for a reason, feeling like I need a fix. Pushing every limit, not regretting what I did. I fell to the ground, hitting every limb. You can tell I'm reaping hell from the floor within. Sails to the wind, flames burning in the sky. On a path to the truth while I master the high. A lesson to dispute is a dream will never die. Planted deeper than the roots in this tree called life. In this tree called life. In this tree called life. I'll be planted way deeper than the roots, way deeper than the roots in this tree called life.
Eruption deep in the volcano, exploding from the heat. Lava starts pouring, flowing in the streets, spinning like a tornado, winding like a gyre, illuminated halo, burning like a tire, like an avalanche that's rolling to its own demise. A baby owl that is blind, it learns to fly. No more lies, no more cries. There will be fire in the sky. There's always fire in your eyes. Some things will never die.
See the fire in your eyes, let it burn. In the search for the truth and the knowledge that we yearn, let it go. Throwing inhibition to the wind, so we struggle every day and we take it to the chin. Trying to get a win, but I'm feeling at a loss. Almost sold my soul till I realized the cost and the boss. Anyways, in my own right, stay humble. Never do believe my own hype. I don't believe my own hype, no. I don't believe my own hype, no. I don't believe my own hype, no. I don't believe my own hype, no.
No more lies, no more cries. There will be fire in the sky. There's always fire in your eyes. Some things will never die. Eruption deep in the volcano, exploding from the heat. Lava starts pouring, flowing in the streets, spinning like a tornado, winding like a gyre, illuminated halo, burning like a tire, like an avalanche that's rolling to its own demise. A baby owl that is blind, it learns to fly. No more lies, no more cries. There will be fire in the sky. There's always fire in your eyes. Some things will never die.
Yeah, that's what it is. N.B.M.
All right, guys, there it is. Episode 6 of What's Happening. Man, N.B.M, they are awesome. Their album, Summer Days, go check it out on Spotify. I'm not even joking. Front to back, that album is so smooth and so good, and you will love it. And I can't wait to hear the new album coming out. Some Things Will Never Die. That's the first single off it, I think. I was lucky enough to get in there and see them actually make the song, so I hope you guys like that. Dope as hell, man. Dope as hell. My goals, I love my goals. I'm doing really good on this. This is episode 6. I got a couple more to go, and there's gonna be some amazing performers coming up with that. It's gonna be so cool. I want to thank Jack, Scott, and Corey for having me up to see all their stuff, their jam areas. So I'm blessed to be able to meet all these people, check out all their stuff, and just have a great time with everybody. I want to thank Feminink, some wicked ink here I got. She's next level down there in Belleville. She's All of my friends go to her, and she's got a long wait list, but it's worth the wait, and you'll love it. The Stirling Market and Creekside Yoga, go check that stuff out. Check them out on Facebook. Make sure you go like N.B.M on Facebook, Instagram. Follow them on Spotify, follow them on YouTube. Go check out the Stirling Jaybirds. Go check out Creekside Yoga, all that good stuff. Yeah, this is good. This is good. I'm really enjoying doing this, what's happening. Hope you guys are all liking it yourselves. I think I might do a season 2. I don't know if it'll be every week, maybe every 2 weeks, but I'm really liking it. And the more I go, the better people, or not better people, but the more people I'm finding, and lots of people are reaching out to me now and wanting to do some interviews with me, which is making me know when I'm doing something right. So that's cool. So like and subscribe to my channel, Hollywood Presents, and we'll keep this going. So that's what's happening. Next up, we're gonna be some Métis brothers, and you're gonna, yeah, it's a whole nother world of music. So like, what have we had? We've had a country band, we've had some awesome folk music, we've had some hip hop. This is gonna be crazy. We're going all across the board here, guys. So, you know, like, subscribe, comment on it, share it, do whatever you gotta do. If you got suggestions for me, go ahead and throw it at me. Shop local. This year, my goal is for Christmas is I'm not gonna use Amazon. I'm not gonna use any of that bull crap. I'm not gonna make somebody else richer. I wanna help out everybody around here. So I'm gonna shop local, and that's my goal. So head down the market, you'll find a bunch of cool shit. And yeah, you know what's going on. That's what's happening, guys. Check it out. So peace. See you later.